Years into the pandemic, it seems many Canadians are wrestling with economic issues, primarily inflation, as that kicks up the cost of almost everything. Nick Nanos is the founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. He checked in with some folks to find out how they're coping, and he joins us now. Nick, very good to be with you, sir. Happy holidays.
Good to see you too, Anita.
Let's talk about inflation. As you know, it's just been a big conundrum, especially for the markets. Is it persistent? Is it transitory? Does it even matter right now? It's huge.
It matters significantly, Anita. And you know what? We're going to be having, it looks like Canadians are going to have a terrible holiday season between the rising concern about the Omicron virus and focus on inflation. It's like a 1-2 gut punch for average Canadians. When we ask Canadians what their biggest economic concern was, at the top of the list, 50%, 1 out of every 2 Canadians said the cost of everyday goods like food and gas. After that, housing came in at 20%, rising debt at 18%, high taxes at 8%. And if you're younger, you're even more likely to be worried about the cost of housing. So not great news and a lot of concern about buying groceries. Even now, we're going into the holiday season.
Yeah, it seems to be very troubling all the way around. Nick, what about those paychecks? Folks who go to work or they're working from home, are they at all concerned about whether they can keep up?
You know, the thing is that it looks like from the research that we've done is that there's not a lot of confidence that Canadians have in their pay keeping up with these rising costs. Oh, no. About 2 out of every 3 either say they have no confidence at all or somewhat no confidence or little confidence. And, you know, the thing is, if you're under 35 years of age, that lack of confidence jumps up to 3 out of every 4 young Canadians who don't believe that their pay will rise or keep pace with the rising cost of paying for foods and groceries.
And what are the chances, Nick, that those the youth, the people under 35, I guess I'm telling my age a little bit here, that they're worried about even paying rent? In cities like Toronto, a lot of kids or the youth can't even afford to buy a home, unfortunately. So they're dealing with higher rents, they're dealing with higher gas and food, like you said. Folks who own homes, they actually get a bit of a benefit from inflation, right? It's positive, it's a boon for hard assets.
Yeah, Anita, we might be seeing a generation of Canadians who are just basically squeezed out of the dream of owning a home like their parents did. Wow. You know, this was a big issue in the last federal election. All the federal parties are trying to do something. But you know what? Housing prices keep going up, and people still can't afford the cost of rent and the cost to pay a mortgage.
Nick, you talk about the politics of it all. In times like this, folks want leadership. They want to hope that someone has the answers to help them, especially in the throes of this pandemic. What did your research show with respect to politics, with respect to leadership? What are Canadians feeling right now?
Well, when we asked Canadians which party they trusted most to manage inflation, actually it was a statistical tie factoring the margin of error between the Conservatives at 27 and the Liberals at 24. But the number that really popped for me, 24%, none of the above, 1 out of every 4. It's kind of like a pox on all the parties who don't believe that anyone really has any kind of ability to manage inflation, and they don't trust right now.
Really hoping this situation turns around for our fellow Canadians. Great research as always there. Nick Nanos, founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. Nick, take it easy and all the best over the holidays.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.